Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract deposited 7 figures, set in New York. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, 47 has deposited his 7 figures. However, staff at Milton Fitzpatrick are very elitist. Show them manners cost nothing. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. 1 must be eliminated in our suit via a pistol elimination, and 4 disguised as the bank teller, 1 unarmed, 1 via drowning accident, and 2 via pistol. We also have only 1 exit available, and we cannot be recorded, and we must only eliminate our targets as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location, and we'll be bringing with us an agmatic gas grenade and our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way to the far end of the teller hall, avoiding the cameras along the way, and we are going to engage the first of our targets in a conversation and let this scene play out.
I'd like a private meeting, please.
Oh, all right. Are you a client?
I'm looking to become a customer. I have a substantial private savings I'd like to deposit with your bank.
I don't think
Wonderful.
so. They're trying to find out.
substantial?
That's like
7
Fabian said
figures.
is watching
7
financial
figures. I
investigators
see.
locked in the conference room.
Excellent.
Wow, the
Yes,
director
let's
of
just find a nice private area
She's
then. Follow me.
definitely
I
firing
didn't
people
catch your
today.
name, Mr.
Reaper.
So, what do you do for a living, Mr. Reaper?
I'm in the retirement industry.
Ah, then we're in a very similar business. Have these past few years been as profitable for you as they have for us?
Very.
Excellent. Director Savalas has taken us to record profits. All it took was a creative approach to the elimination of, let's say, unwanted elements.
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
So as soon as the windows become opaque, we can pull out our silenced pistol and plant 2 bullets in our target's back. We're then going to hide his body in the closet provided, and then add insult to injury by taking his outfit, which miraculously does not have 2 bullet holes in the back. So from here on out, we're just going to make sure that the conversation between Ruby Red and her follower there has triggered, as that will engage our final target into a more favorable position later on. We're going to make our way up the stairs here, and avoiding the camera, make our way into the restroom. We're going to close this door and then continue on and back out into the corridor. We're going to take out the camera in the corridor, and just around the corner to our right we will locate our next 2 targets, both of which are pistol kills. So we're just going to wait for Mr. Jackson to move over to his drink and his enforcer guard to turn around. We can then make our way into the corner, pull out our silenced pistol, and shoot both of our targets in the head very quickly. There we go. So we are now going to hide the bodies, especially the guard, who will be quite visible when Mr. Man, I believe it is, comes down the stairs. So 1, and then we'll just go back for Mr. Jackson as well. And speaking of Mr. Actually, I believe it's Perez, the gentleman in the tan jacket, who is currently upstairs. We're then going to make our way around to our right, and if the janitor is mopping the floor there with his hand, we can take the wet floor sign And when he goes back to mop the floor with the mop, he will then slip on the wet surface, knock himself out, and we can then take his keys, and that will be our exit taken care of. So we're now going to make our way up to the investment floor, which is the floor above us. Mr. Perez is in attendance in the security office at the moment. He will be leaving shortly. So we're going to take out the camera on the stairs, make our way up and into the bathroom if we can. And Mr. Perez does have his back to us at present, so we can. And in this bathroom we should encounter the investment banker who gets up to naughty things in here, and we are going to punish him by snapping his neck, and then we're going to hide his body in the canvas crate provided. And before we leave, we will once again check on Mr. Perez, who is just leaving the security office. Now we are trespassing at this point, but once we get down halfway down the stairs, we will no longer be trespassing, so we can exit the bathroom and follow Mr. Perez down the stairs ever so slightly behind him until we get to this point where we are no longer trespassing and he will no longer be an enforcer. And at this point, by now, our final target should have made their way into the recreation room here. There she is, and she is the drowning kill. So we're going to select our gas grenade, wait for Mr. Perez to go past, and then throw our gas grenade at our target's feet. She will get sick and she will make her way up to the investment floor bathroom, and we are going to get there ahead of her to avoid any enforcer entanglements. And we're just going to wait here in the bathroom for our target to arrive. There she is now, and once she gets into position, we can then reintroduce her to her breakfast. So that will be our final target taken care of once she's finished struggling, and we can then make good our escape to the one and only available exit, which will be the janitor's exit, which is why we've collected up the keys. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of. A relatively fast one if you can get your timing just right. If not, you will have to wait for Mr. Perez to move around a bit more. And we have confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan. We met our objectives, and we got our Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.